This is if this was a video, like this would be the part what I would say. I would say so, and then tell a really bad fucking joke that I thought about in 10 minutes. Uh, Welcome to the stream. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today it's gonna be a little different because we are going back to Warframe, but not exactly. I don't intend on doing much gameplay, but there's some potential stuff to talk about here, and I want to have like my first reactions to the usage statistics because this usually paints a picture. This whole thing usually paints a picture of what the health on the game is, and of course I want to see what is going on with Banshee. Of course I want, but still. Hello, statistical hat 2347. Welcome to the stream. Let me share my screen, and there we go. So yeah, essentially the stream for today. 1 million hours of. I wasn't even looking at the number. I wasn't even looking at the number till I read your comment. Damn, that's something else. So the idea for today's stream is I'm gonna not frame by frame and weapon by weapon, but I will probably post more in the frame category than in the weapon category. But the idea is just taking a look at the whole statistics, try to get some discussion of out of interesting potential points in it. This is also gonna be useful as a if it says anything important about Banshee, it will serve as an archive for the follow-up video. That's another thing. And then I'll play whatever. I'm not exactly sure what I will play. Especially if there's more people, I will probably like do a live choice for the audience to see what the options are and what people prefer. One of the options was gonna be Elden Ring, and I discarded because I forgot my controller at a friend's home. But I forgot that I have two controllers, so that is still that is still a possibility to play. But yeah, let's not waste any more time and let's get into the statistics. Which this is honestly this is not surprising at all. Revenant still being king, not surprising at all. What is surprising though is this: the Tenet Envoy and the Okucore. Glaive Prime, not a surprise at all. Like we essentially have a grenade button, an infinite grenade that does way too much damage, so of course it's not a surprise. But the Tenet Envoy and the Okucore, I am guessing maybe there's like some AFK strategies that you can do with them. If they address that in a later patch, then we'll know for sure. Then we'll know for sure. But if I'm not mistaken, there is at least for the Okucore, there's an AFK strategy. Don't know that much about the Tenet Envoy aside from it fucking a lot. I really like that weapon. It is a gimmick weapon done well, and even if it's not that good, I really like it. I really enjoy it. I used to use it with Zephyr, and I did like a AC 130 build with a Tenet Envoy primary and and the Latum as a secondary. So you were the AC 130. You had the missile launcher and you had the full auto explosive machine gun. But yeah, again, not surprising at all. This is where it's gonna be interesting though. Okay, so I'm actually surprised the Envoy is the most used instead of the turret. The rest is not surprising. Like the only thing that I can think about, maybe there's an AFK strategy for it. Like maybe there's an AFK strategy. Also, it is probably not very hard to use on mobile phones because it's an explosive weapon, and if you have to think like what's a good mix between damage easy to get and easy to use, maybe it lands just square on the money there, right? Maybe the reason is the fact that they released Warframe on mobile. Maybe that's the reason. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities there, but for now, like the important part for me, like this is the main, the main curse for the stats every single time. It's the Warframes. Revenant, it's not surprising at all, because if there's one thing that people usually value in this game is I don't want to die, and Revenant doesn't fucking die, and you can just add uh fucking whatever to him, like Rhino's Roar. You can just add the Helminth ability from Grendel, which I never remember the name. Norris. Yeah, Norris. You can just add whatever, and he's also a decent weapons platform that is not usually able to die. So yeah, like it's not surprising at all. And Wukong, though, he's not that unkillable. Has never been that unkillable. But he's still pretty unkillable, and he's fast as fuck. So what do people value in this game? I don't want to die, and I want to do things quick. Like I'm opening relics in Capture or whatever, and I just want to do like a lot of shit. And also, he's fairly easy to get, so yeah, like this makes complete fucking sense as of what the reasons are. AFK strats, as always, and of course, Wukong is up there. Is sad either slam spam or AFK clones. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's been so long since I've played Wukong Prime that I completely forgot about the clone augment. But yeah, that also does a lot. I could imagine it does like a lot of work in AFK strats. Wisp, though, again, not surprising. Like, she was one of the most popular characters whenever she released, and obviously that has nothing to do with her ass, of course. Like, absolutely nothing. And she's very strong. She's a weapons platform. She doesn't die. She can become invisible. You can even use her on spy missions if you're still... Do you have a Yadris? I honestly don't. It sounds like I do, but I'm autistic as fuck. I don't have any of that. I'm good looking, though. Sarin. Okay, this is interesting though. This is very interesting to me. Actually, the fact that Sarin is still up all the way up here, because, like, yes, he absolutely nukes everything, but the moment you get to the steel path, problems start to arise. You need to use some Helminth to make her survive, and she still can do a lot of killing, especially because she solves a weapons platform with her 3. But if you want to actually kill with the spores, you need some investment. You need some investment with her, be it Archon or whatever. But you need some more investment for starting to keep working on the steel path in the. Let me take a look. Okay. This makes a lot of sense. If these little circles here marks the biggest percentage of usage, like the single biggest bracket for the usage of the frame, this makes complete sense. Of course, it's still more than usable here, and you don't need the investment, and that's the reason why you can just nuke basically everything up until like steel path level 120 or so, I reckon. But yeah, this makes complete sense. She's very good. She's always been very strong. Excalibur, yo. uh is this like is this like the certified this much people are still on low this much people are still low MR in this game? Is this proof? Because like yeah, he's the cool looking one. He's the cool looking one. I swear if they change the basic Max helmet, a lot of people would go for Mag, and I honestly think Mag is the best starter, which might completely change after the exalted changes they have planned. Like imagine influence Excalibur, you know? That is a very big possibility. Like Excalibur might go just completely bonkers in less than a month. I need to invest in my Excalibur for sure. But let's go to the Master Ranks combined. Bolt is losing usage. I want more yes, I also want more context for those statistics, because that's what I'm basically doing. I'm trying my hardest to give context, and I might completely be wrong on every single thing that I'm saying. It's just I just have to read the room and think of what I see every day when I play, and to see what other YouTubers are saying, and read like, when you read comment sections, and I need to be a psychic and assume that what I'm thinking is correct, which, like, spoiler alert, it is more than likely wrong. I need more data too, Liju. I really need more data. But both losing usage, I mean, like when Eidolons were still a shit, and we didn't have all those events that completely devalued the importance of the Eidolon arcanes, and we didn't have that many alternatives still. Like, those were still the clear best segments. Like, it makes sense that Bolt was still that used, because he was a machine, like, for anything. He was the best choice for solo Eidolon. You could go Elite Sanctuary also with him. He was more than usable in normal missions. You could fucking rush relics with in captures. Like, Bolt is a complete Swiss knife. Bolt is a complete Swiss knife. The thing is, he's not a good generalist though. You can play a generalist Bolt build, but it's not gonna be insane. It's gonna be more than okay, and really fun, actually, really fun. But if you wanna turbocharge him to use him in one of his niches, you need some investment, to the point where you might even want having several bolts, just in case. I think Bolt just doesn't offer buffs as easily as other frames besides speed, causing him to fall off. I think maybe it's more of an investment thing. I think it might have something to do with the fact that you need a lot of investment, and you need to maybe like have several bolts if you don't want to just keep reforming him. But still, Bolt is incredible. It's just a frame that I have not spent enough time with, but I can absolutely see like really high MR people just turbo investing in him. He's really fun. Not a oh, Cora is losing some steam, which by the way, after the new changes though, Cora and Gara might be fucked if they don't adjust them a little bit, like the base values in their abilities, like depending on, because if you're not gonna be able to just stat stick the fuck out of them with Incarnons, like they have lost a lot of power. And I'm not particularly worried about it, because I'm honestly just tired of seeing every single Sweatlord using Cora. But of course, like, the fact that I'm not a Cora main or a Cora fan, like, it doesn't invalidate the fact that they might just nerf this Warframe by mistake, you know? Mesa, not surprising, she's incredible. Oh my, okay. Okay. So, Dante basically just released. It's been less than a year. It's been less than a year. He's already up here. Dante is already up here. I kept saying that Dante is absolutely fucking bonkers. And people complain whenever they nerf Dante. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this. Of course he is. Of course he is used. Like, the moment people have access to him, like the very moment people might have access to a Dante, they start using him, and they keep using him till the fucking end of times. And the biggest usage is on high MR. Of course he's overpowered as shit. Of course. I still love them though. I still love Dante. He's disgustingly overpowered, but I just like him really much. I doubt if it will cause any negatives for pseudo exalts. We used to shred them without incarnates. People in this community cry too much about power. Yeah, you are absolutely right, Liju. The thing is, I don't know that much about how to play Korra, so it might actually be a big impact. I don't know. Like, maybe she will lose 30% of her damage, or maybe she will lose 50% of her damage. And that is more than likely still gonna be fine because people are just going to level cap with her. So if you lose half of your damage, but you can like you were able to go to level cap with the amount of damage that you did, like of course it's not gonna be an issue. It's still gonna be insane, but I just don't know enough about her. I'm just assuming something is correct and throwing my opinion based on that assumption. Which, yeah, that's that's the most I can do. Titania, this is completely understandable. Like she's extremely good for a very big variety of content, and she's just too fast. She's just very fucking fast. I use her all the time whenever I need to open relics or whatever, and I've seen some unhinged tech on her. And by the way, now that Exalteds are about to get reworked, she might become stronger though. Like Titania might stop being a tool, and she might just become an absolute monster of a frame that might be able to do absolutely everything, which is exciting because I want to use her in like regular content. I really want to use her a lot more. She's very cool. Necros, we need that loot. Look at this. Okay, so this is very interesting. Let me see the changes. Rhino has lost relevance, but he's still up here. I think the Base Rhino is still up here. What the? Like, if you can lose almost 20% relevance in both of your forms and still be at the very top of the list, like, what does this say about Rhino? What does this say about Rhino? Like, I was square on the fucking money when I spoke about him on the Banshee video. Rhino is insane. Rhino is so fucking good. I'm happy to see the big boy up there. And they said that they are about to change the craft for Rhino, and you're gonna be able to craft him in just like one day. Yeah, I get it. Don't mean to sound rude. No, you don't sound rude. Don't worry about it. They haven't showed what the individual changes would be either. Yeah, I'm just assuming. Again, like it's the most I can do. I'm just assuming, and I know that even if the stats that they give to the ability are very good, even if the stats that they give the ability are very good, it's still not gonna have incarnon passives. And also, supposedly, you're not gonna be able to use those passives. So, unless they give it really, really, really strong stats, it's clearly gonna be worse. The question, of course, is how much worse is she gonna be? That's the thing. How much worse? How far down the list are you so far? Really up, actually. Look at how long this list is, and we are still like around here. So yeah, Rhino is the most consistent frame in this game. Fight me, absolutely. He absolutely is. And if you like, there's a reason why I shield Amolistic's channel so much. Like, go watch Amolistic. The moment you remove the curtain, that curtain being I need to use the 1 and 2 combo to generate a lot of overguard. The moment you realize Kullervo can survive with just like 4,000 overguard, it's like, why cannot Rhino just survive with the same shit when he actually can power up his overguard just by enemies shooting at him? Like, he doesn't need those augments. He's even more flexible than people realize. You can do anything with him. It's ridiculous. I have faith they can make pseudos good without statistics. I also have faith. As long as they're functional, I just don't give a shit. As long as they work, I don't care. Hey, Zero Tropa, welcome to the stream. Cooler, oh, this warms my heart. This warms my heart. I don't. Hmm. I have a suspicion. Before I press the button, I have a small suspicion. even though you can farm him really early, he's either gonna be really low usage on low levels and really high on high levels, or vice versa. Like, either Kullervo allows people to use melee weapons without knowing how to build, and he's very tanky, so every noob uses him, or the opposite. Or he just becomes most insane overpowered the higher you go. Let's take a look. I don't know which of those two will be the correct assumption. So let's where are you? Oh, so basically, actually, even though you can farm him the very moment you start the game, yeah, like, it's for slightly experienced people that have already invested a good couple of hours into the game, and of course, like, this motherfucker can level cap. Like, no surprises here. No surprises. Oh, Mirage! I mean, I've always liked Mirage aesthetics. I've always liked her a lot. It's just that I didn't like her usability. Now that you can actually choose the buff, this makes a lot of sense. She's like the perfect weapons platform, and you can actually nuke with her ultimate now. You can absolutely nuke with her, especially if you subsume an armor strip like Terrify. You can absolutely nuke with Mirage, which is really good to know. Of course, these changes would absolutely catapult her all the way up here. Rhino not only has access to Overguard Gate, but he also has shields. So even if you mess up the cast timing, he's still good. Exactly, exactly. Three things I want from this list: statistic of most usability for You are absolutely right, Liju. That would be very good to know. Very good to know. And how were they acquired? Yes, yes, of course. But don't worry about it. Like, if I see like Baruch Prime, like maybe like in the middle of the list or even high on the list, and then we see Baruch all the way down to the bottom, like, the conclusion is not that Baruch is bad. The conclusion is that Baruch is absolutely the worst thing to acquire in the game. So we can assume certain things, I think. We can certainly use our brains. Wukong, of course, he's here, he's easy to get. And his prime version is one of the. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. This is what I like to see. People are realizing. People are realizing Maggie's really good. Maggie's really versatile. Maggie's extremely fun to use. She has some kinks, but I don't care. She's incredibly good. So I'm gonna restrain myself from giving any opinion about Hildrin, because to this day I still have not tried her. I've seen videos about her. I understood how some of her builds worked before, but especially now, like, I think they just added a very good augment to her or something, right? And I don't even know how that works, so I'm not gonna give any opinions about this. My opinions are completely irrelevant. Hydroid. That's what happens when you make one of the best reworks. That's what happens. This is very good to see. Oh, so it brings you to the okay. It brings you to the Warframe page, not the. It doesn't give you more stats. Okay, I'm very interested in this. Actually, I'm very interested on seeing what the deal with Zaku is. Of course, of course. High investment, for sure. Okay, this is really interesting though. Protea looks like she's okay, I don't want to lose her. So Protea is around like, she's okay, she's fairly up on the list though. she's fairly up on the list, but like not topping everything. And this reinforces my opinion on her that she's one of the most. She's extremely versatile without being bonkers overpowered, and she's very fun. And you can absolutely just use her all the way till the end. This reinforces my opinion on Protea, and I really want to make that video. But every single time I try to record that video, like something else comes up. Like I'm doing another video on Jareli, by the way. I'm doing another one. I might show something at the end of the stream regarding her. Which, by the way, I don't know, guys, if you have watched this list or not yet. But in case you haven't, let's make some bets about Jareli. Let's make some bets about Jareli. I'm gonna say she's still on the dumpster. Like not performance wise. Again, like I think she's really good. But I'm gonna say like the community still thinks Jareli is shit. That's what I'm gonna say. What are your bets, guys? Protea, easy investment, absolutely incredibly easy to build. But we know for sure majority is pressing 2 and using either Gloom or Roll over her 4. Yeah. For one, I have none of those builds on her. I have 3 different builds for Protea, and I will mention the Gloom one, but I'm not gonna show it whenever I do the video. I am especially happy with a very wacky build that I thought of her. I call her God G tier Protea, but I'm not showing that. I'm not showing that yet. It is a fun build, and it's especially good for survival missions. Especially good for survival missions. Okay, let's keep going. Garuda Prime being here. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Garuda is very good. She's very fucking good. Are some people finally finding fun in this game? Garuda is all the way. I'm this close to giving her a number forma. She hard carried me in Elite Deep Archimedia this week. She's just junky because of her K-Drive shenanigans. Yeah, but you don't need to use her K-Drive though. Actually, like the build that I'm gonna show in my next video doesn't use her K-Drive. And in fact, even if you are able to use K-Drive without getting stuck on anything, the build that I'm showing would be worse using her K-Drive. So look up to that. Inaros, yeah, people are just fucking bored. They just want to do the content. They just don't want to die. But actually, like the reward was pretty good. No, but okay, I need to see a change here. I need to see a positive change here, please. No way! No way! Are you for real? They reworked Nova. Like, she was insane before. Now she's extremely fucking good. Okay, after the Jareli video, like, I need to do like an emergency video on Nova. Like, for fuck's sake, use this girl. Like, Nova was the Warframe that whenever I was really sad with the state of Banshee, I just went to her. And she's extremely good. I mean, it's not a very big change, right? But you would think that she would get more popular now that she's less Yankee, and that she's just flat out better now. And actually, her prime looks very cute, which let's not all kid ourselves. Like, people value aesthetics in this game. People do. So I don't get why she would lose popularity, like at all. I don't get this. Oh, come on. Nasha honestly makes sense. Uh, a lot of people probably got a little angry whenever they changed that new augment for him. And if you need Nasha, you can just use Rhino if you have him already, or you can use Revenant. Still a very fun platform, for sure, and very viable. You know what pisses me about the Jiraiya situation? People were getting pissed about the K Drive quest bugs, and they were going after the frame that was glued to a K Drive 24/7 at the time. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so Frost has gotten better. They didn't rework him, but yeah, they gave him a lot of fucking spice on top, and he's just way better. And by the way, if they decide on reworking him or something, maybe like with this new wave of 1999 proto frames that they're about to add, because they are about to add like 4 new characters. If they do like a fun rework for Frost, like this guy might absolutely spike like in insane amounts, because they are about to change defense. They are about to nerf the amount of waves that you need to do in defense. So maybe they will decide to add more defenses to the game in one way or another. And the moment those things become profitable or worth to make, worth to do, Frost is like the de facto fucking defense frame. So yeah, whatever happens, this guy is gonna get even more popular. Styanax makes sense. Makes sense. They nerf him a little bit. Ivara. Okay. Let me be real with you guys. I like Ivara a lot, but I haven't used her since I had to physically stop doing spy missions. Like the moment spy missions weren't a part of the content that I have to play on a daily basis, she disappeared for my playtime. I still use her from time to time if I have to fish, because I'm putting those cables in the air and I'm using them to be just on top of the fishes, and it is really cool that you can do that. She's really chill to farm materials in the open worlds, to fish. She's really chill. I really like her. But she might get a lot better. Because remember, Exalted rework. We are gonna be more than likely, we are gonna be able to use primary arcanes or her bow. And that bow also has an augment, by the way. Yeah, I'm also slightly surprised, but still, look at this. She's going down. Ghost, he recently had a prime released, and the original one is harder to get. Completely makes sense. Ember Prime. Okay. What am I missing here? What am I missing here, though? Any Ember Prime mains? Any Ember fans here? Like, she's very good. She's very good. But like her rework didn't come last year, right? Like her rework is way older. Has something happened to Ember to give her this big of a boost? Oh, Ark. Oh, you're absolutely right, Ark. I forgot for a moment that this is a free-to-play game with paid cosmetics. I forgot. For some reason, some her ass. Exactly. Yeah, but you can get a skin and then suddenly realize the frame is kind of shit. But this might mean that a lot of people that bought her skin because it looks fire, no pun intended, then actually realized, yo, wait a minute, this is actually very good. Like, I hadn't even tried the rework. This is actually very good, you know? Yeah, that might be the reason. Like, rework plus skin plus the fact that she's way better than she used to be, even though she has some issues, but she's way better. Okay, Ash Prime. Okay, I need to see what kind of people use this, which is gonna be like all the way down here, like from here to here. It's all gonna be red. Look at this shit. Ash. Oh, this is very surprising. Yo, this is actually really surprising. Like, of course, like from here to here it was all red, but I was expecting the peak to be in really high MR. Not around here. I was honestly just expecting the peak to be here. Maybe the reason is that he's a cheaper way to get to level cap, because you can be completely invisible all the time, and the at least last time I checked, the subsume that you need for us is Banshee, and Banshee is extremely easy to get because you can just go to the dojo and get a Banshee and just feed it to the wall mouth. Maybe that's the reason that he peaks way before late MR. I don't know. What is extremely surprising though is Nidus being all the way here, because now Loki's the real sleeper agent. Loki's very good. Oh yeah! Whoa! I understood. I understood. Like, I was completely mistaken. I read your comment, but in my head I was thinking about Ash, not Loki. What the actual fuck? Like, I knew that Loki has some hidden tech that a lot of people use, but I didn't know it was this high. Because I don't believe high MR people are gonna be using Loki just because he can go invisible. Like, there are a lot of Warframes that can go invisible. Like, this has to be. Do I need, guys? Do I need to get a Loki Prime now? Do I need to get a Loki Prime? He looks sick as fuck though. Yeah, I actually, like. Do you guys remember how I mentioned Loki on the Banshee video? But I never claimed him to be bad. I just said he was old. That's the thing. Like, I would never claim this guy to be bad because I don't play him. I'm sure he feels old. I'm more than likely correct, right? Like, he probably feels really old. But like, this says a lot. This has skyrocketed my interest in this guy. I'm gonna get a Loki Prime now. I have the plat. I'll just buy him straight up. I'm not even gonna try to farm him. I'll just fucking get one. Maybe I'll even get it during this stream. I don't know. Mag Prime is less use than normal Mag? Wow. So all these people are stuck on low MR, still using their starter? And then they get tired of her or something and go, okay, I want to try more frames. I don't want to keep using the starter. Because that doesn't make any sense to me unless it has something to do with her helmet, which of course is turbo ugly. But now we have a skin. But yeah, this makes complete sense to me. Mag is extremely good. It's just the fact that I need to rationalize why people would stop using her. Because that's what it comes to my mind whenever the base version is more used than the prime. Of course, like, a starter frame is always the exception in the fact that the base version is not harder to get than the prime. Because you literally start with her. She's not on Prime Resurgence. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, you say that, but 10 platinum for me, like that's not for me. That's not hard. Like I can just go open some relics or whatever, sell some mods, and like I'm like in an evening I can have those 10 plat. But yeah, for Runa, wait, what? Baruna was gonna be the next frame that I built, which now she isn't. Now it's Loki. But that's fascinating. It's fascinating though. Like she gets used way more in comparison in the early game than in the late game, but still people use her all the way up here. This is a really interesting distribution. I was not expecting this. My interest in her has again peaked. Jair, complete sense. She's extremely expensive to build if you want her to work. I spent a whole day on her trying to make her work, and I did, but like you need to work around that augment the whole time, and if you don't, she's kind of trash. But extremely powerful if you manage. Extremely powerful. It's because her farm is a relic mission and she's got easy invis. Oh, okay, okay, yes. That's a very good point. I never use Circulus. To open relics, but now that you say that, it makes a lot of sense. $10 any Boruna usage drop is because of her augment nerf. I don't even know what augment you're talking about because again I don't know shit about Boruna. But whenever I get to her, I'll take a look. Sajin recommended me to try Boruna. He said I was gonna love her, so I trust his taste. Harrow, guys, I don't know. Guys, I don't know. I'm completely biased. I love this. I love this guy. I love this guy. Conjunction survival is also very profitable. That is absolutely true. Like Harrow is so fun to me. I think his prime might be the best looking prime in the entire game for me, together with Banshee. And he literally saved my ass and my two best buddies' asses on elite Deep Archimedia. I just carried the shit out of them with Harrow. But I mean, this is still reasonable. Like we're still kind of from the middle of the table up. She had a 10 million plus nuke for a hot minute with one of her augments. So funny. And yeah, and because she can do 100 million damage now, she's shit now, right? That's what people were saying. Or some bullshit like that. She's still probably more than okay, right? Like she's probably very good. I think I've seen a video of what you're saying, Liju. I think I've seen a video of that. But this is very interesting. What are you doing here, Chroma? Like last time I played Chroma, he had additive damage, and that was about it. I don't know what type of tech people are doing with him to play him that late into the game. Where was I? There we are. So now she's shit and worthless. I'll see that. I'll see that because I wanna. Oh, meter, not million. Okay. Profit taker sweats. Oh, whoa! Oh my fucking god! Yo! Let's fucking go. My girl, my little girl is doing okay. My kid, is my kid happy? Did we make it? Look at this shit. What just happened? Like, did like some important YouTuber or something do a video on her? This is incredible. I'm so fucking happy for Jorelli. I'm so happy. Like, this to me looks like some people are finally having fun with the game or some shit. I don't know. I I like to think that. It's probably wrong. It's more than likely someone big made a video on her or something. This makes me so happy. Jareli is not bad. She's actually really fucking good. She's really good. This makes me so happy. This has to be the biggest fucking jump we've seen yet. My poor Limbo only losing players. I don't think we've seen him yet. Brosim's been preaching really quite really. Like I don't know because like I used to also Warframe Flow, if I'm not mistaken, he's quite popular and he's a Jorelli main. Maybe that's the reason. I'm never gonna claim my video did anything because my old video on Jorelli had like what 2,000 views, something like that. Yeah, the thing about Bros, I'm like every single time I speak about him, it sounds like I hate the guy or something. I actually really like his personality. I really like him as a guy, right? And I think he's one of the only YouTubers that still like he still has the best interests of 90% of the community in this game because he's one of the people that remembers that most players are not high MR. And he knows it. He knows it and he still tries to give digital extreme shit whenever they do something that is gonna fuck up the new people. I love that thing about Brosheim, so I respect him in that regard. A lot, in fact. A lot, a lot. But the moment I stop being a noob, I just don't like his builds. Like, in completely separated from his opinions on frames and tier list and shit, right? I just don't like the way he builds most things. Like, if I look at a build and it has like max range, I immediately go, this is more than likely a Brosime build. And why do I need this much range on Proteus turrets, for instance? Like, I remember one of his videos with a 50-meter range on Proteus turrets, and it's like, Joe, you're not gonna even use this range most of the time in missions. Like, do you play open worlds all the time? That's about it. It's just that I don't like the way he builds warframes. It's just that. Okay, but it's good to know that he's been preaching for her because she's really good. I really like her. Maybe the new skin that has cake for Jarelli. You mean? Are you speaking about? Are you speaking about my little kid? Are we gonna have a problem? My main problem with Brosime is that he sees most frames in a very limited way. Sebagathon release to him was just a Gloombot or Protea spamming turrets or pillets on every frame. Yeah. Like the good thing about him is like he thinks about what is most important to most people in this game. The worst part about him is that he only thinks about what's better for most people in this game. Like that's the two sides of the same coin for me. Like, yeah, you can just use this and it's gonna work, and it's yeah, you can just use this and it's gonna work and it's gonna be okay. Birthday cake. I should have clarified that. Okay. Yeah, she finally celebrated her birthday. She was very happy the other day. Yay. I'm gonna show her this number and I'm gonna bring her to McDonald's because she has earned it. Okay, I got completely stuck here. Completely stuck. I am very happy about Yareli. This is amazing. I am so pumped for her Prime. I'm gonna pay Prime access for the first time in my life, and it will be for her. You can mark my words. I'll do a review on that shit day one. Don't care. Straight to jail, all of you. This only makes sense. They released her Prime. Oh, Zephyr Prime is all the way that. Okay, I don't personally like Zephyr. I don't like her. Like even if you remove her passive, which makes I don't even know how to speak English today, boys. Like it makes her feel really floaty and shit. Even if you use the augment to remove her passive, it's just not my thing. It's just not my thing. But she's overpowered the shit. She's so fucking good. Like if you wanna go to the steel path and you are poor, you're a poor old boy and you have nothing, you can get Zephyr and a Fulmin and that's it. Like you won. You absolutely win. That's all you need. You use 4, you shoot that thing on a line through a corridor, everything's fucking dead. So yeah. By the way, I don't know if this is we should probably be thinking about the fact that we have not even taken a sniff out of Banshee yet. Okay, if Jareli is my kid, Banshee is my wife. Okay, and I don't see her. I don't see her here. She's probably drunk and drugged, depressed somewhere. She has not been at home for at least like 2 weeks at this point. Like my beautiful wife, like you can get back from this, okay? The only thing you just need to call the rework department, okay? They will help you. I promise. Just call. Okay, so there's there's this enterprise. It's called Digital Extremes. Okay, here's their number. You just gotta tell them on the fucking the reward department. Okay, they will help you. Hopefully, we will find her today. Who's Protea on this family? Actually, kind of no one. Like I'm falling in love with Protea, so maybe my lover, right? I'm just recently falling in love with her, but like she's not one of my most used frames. I'm gonna be real with you. I used to be a Wisp man. I have always been playing Banshee, but whenever Banshee was like, okay, I don't even know how to make her work anymore, I just went straight up to Wisp. But recently, not that much. Like, I've been branching into Jareli, into Kullervo, and other frames. Swaps cocaine for Pablo's secret reworks us, exactly. Citrine, this is another one of my... I have not tried Citrine yet. I know she's very good. One of my best friends loves Citrine. Gotta try her. Dagath, love the aesthetics. Don't know shit about her. Probably have to get her too. Like, we are definitely getting a list of things that I have to try. Citrine, Dagath, Loki Prime, and Boruna. That's the list for now. Protea, oh yeah, of course. Like, again, every single time we see this, and it's a recently released Prime, like, it's obvious. Like, it is obvious. So you occasionally cheated on Banshee, but it's not gonna admit it. But I see how it is. We'll see. First, I need to make the video on her, and then we'll see. Citrine is very good? Yeah, that's what I've heard. If I'm not mistaken, she can give like 90% damage reduction to the whole team, right? That's some top support shit. Which, speaking about top support shit, by the way, I have been recently thinking about finally maxing out my focus trees. So I went and tried to do something classic in order to hunt some eidolons, because you need like the base shard to get the waybounds. And I needed like another, maybe just 5 more, right? And I thought, okay, what was the first thing that I used to hunt eidolons whenever I started playing the game? It was Trinity. Trinity is fucking unkillable with 0 forma. Trinity Prime, 0 forma investment. She's fucking unkillable. And you can give her roar, which I don't think it's video worthy at all, but I still have the need to say, if you're getting your friends into Warframe and you want your friends to have fun, and you want your friends to just be able to spam their shit and feel like they're the best player in the world, just bring a Trinity with them. You need no investment, and they're gonna have the time of their life. And you're both gonna be unkillable. What a great fucking support. You don't need to be Wisp. You don't. Trinity is incredible. And by the way, we have not seen Trinity yet. Fuck. Citrine can generate HP and energy orbs, 90% damage reduction, status spreading, and status chance increase, and 300% set critical chance when shooting her crystals. Damn! God damn! And if I'm not mistaken, like her... Oh fuck, her crystals are like Banshee's weak points, like, right? But they like show up on the enemy models or something. Does Citrine have my literal suggestion for Banshee's owner? Oh, get the fuck out of here. Citrine's first ability was my most used ability for the year. I abused the heck out of it. You know what? I don't like the idea of farming Citrine. I might just buy her with the plot that I have at this point, because I have recently found a job again. I'm earning money again, and I don't care about dropping some plat on a frame. Let me be real clear. So I'll probably just get her and finally try her. Oh, Dampy67 is absolutely confirming what I'm saying at this point. Okay, I trust you. I'll just buy her then. I'll just fucking do it. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. I'll keep reading your comments, but I need to keep going, guys. Baruch has lost this amount of usage. I'll ask Sajin about this. I don't know enough about Baruch. I built a Baruch. It works incredibly well. I don't like him. I like the aesthetic, but I don't like the way his exalted feels. I have way much fun with a very big amount and variety of melee weapons, so if I'm gonna play a frame whose main point is using that weapon, it's just not my thing. He's really fucking good, not my thing. Heavy Slam made a kill Baruch. Cannot give you an opinion, don't know enough. Voban, he's fun though. Like, a lot of people forget the little things that he has. Like, if you just take a general look at Voban, he looks bad. He's not bad. He has some really strong shit. Like, if I'm not mistaken, the damage that he gets towards CC'd enemies is multiplicative. You also have Overdriver in your toolset, which also gives more damage. He can armor strip, and what? And what was I about to say? Oh, yes. The armor that he strips, he gets it to himself. He can also tank. Boban is so cool to use. Like, of course he's not meta. He doesn't need to be meta. But you can control a whole level with him. The fact that you have to use your whole toolset, it is so engaging to me. Anytime that I get Boban to do something, it's like I have forgotten. Like, this Warframe is so fun to use. He's actually really fun to use. Of course, he could be better, but he's not bad at all. I want to find whoever started the BS rumor that Baban is bad or CC is useless. Baban is, like, he could be bad for all that I know. But he's fun. He's extremely fun. Love this guy. Fucking love this guy. Octavia. Okay, so when I started playing Warframe, and like the first year that I played, okay? Actually, I think I started in 2017, in fact. I think this was the year. When I got to the late game and I wasn't able to make my Banshee survive because I didn't know shit about this game, I got Octavia. It took me like 1 week to farm her. That was the only thing that I played for a while. And when I stopped using her, I had forgotten how hard the game could be because she's just stupidly overpowered. And also I started to have more fun. Because you're just invisible all the time and enemies die around you, and that's about it, and you're just a god. You're just the goddess. You're just the goddess of music, and everything dies. What I'm trying to say is I don't like Octavia. But I'm also trying to say that she's incredibly good if you're into that. Yeah, I'll lead you, exactly. He has so many tools. You just have to use them all and understand what it does. Exactly. Yeah, I remember getting his Prime. I paid for it, and it was expensive. I paid like 300 plat for that. But it was worth it. I had a lot of fun. Gara, oh, poor girl. I love this design. Hope she doesn't get worse. With the pseudo exalted weapon changes. Valkyr, oh my god. Okay. We are getting low here, right? We are getting low. I know she has some tech. I know she has some tech that you can use to absolutely destroy enemies. Let's not kid ourselves. She's very old. She's extremely old. This girl needs something. Corvex, I'm biased. I really like him. I really, oh god. Oh damn. I mean, okay. This data point is useless, guys. The reason being, he released just before New Year's. Of course, during a whole year, you're gonna get used more than in half a month. So this means nothing to me. Like you guys were saying, like you need more stats in this list. You're absolutely right. This means nothing to me. Let's see if I can get any interesting info out of this. Where were we? He's used at very high level. Makes sense. Makes sense. He's kind of expensive to use. I put an Umbra. Oh, I put an Umbra on that motherfucker. Can't wait for the guitar frame with Octavia. They should make them boost each other passive. That would be very cool. That would be very cool. Labos, restraining myself from giving any opinion because I recently just feed one to the wall mouth, and I'm getting his prime the moment he releases. Then I'll be able to give an opinion on him. I like the concept. I really like the concept. The fact that you can actually mix the elements live, really cool. Don't know how useful that will be, but I really like the whole concept of that frame. We have still not seen a Banshee here, guys. We haven't seen Banshee yet. Oh my god. Oh, spoilers, damn. Fuck, oh my god. Trinity is being less used. That's a little depressing. That is a little depressing. Like, I stand by what I said like 3 minutes ago. Trinity is really, really good. And you can also kind of nuke with her, I think. I think you can do like some interesting tech with Mark for Death using your 1 and 2, something like that, right? And you can like hit the enemy a million times and then you deactivate the ability and fucking everything dies or something, right? I need to try that. But again, like Trinity's underrated. She's really good. Revenant, of course, he's less used. You have to farm him, or you can get this, which looks this sick, and it's a prime. So yeah, making a lot of sense there. Sevagoth, the goth guy, no one cares. And not in a disrespect way. I'm just stating the facts. Like no one cares, and it's a little sad because he looks so cool. He has a really unique kit. EV plus Mark for Death through damage. Okay, yeah. So more similar to what I was expecting. Trinity got buffed, but people won't play her as much since she's a support. Most builds are self-sufficient nowadays anyway. Yes, but think about this. What's the most used Warframe in the game? Okay. What does this guy do? Because let's be real, most people don't use Revenant for the Reef shenanigans. Most people use Revenant because they want to press one button and not die. Okay? And usually, override his 4 with Norris, with Roar, or with whatever you can get to do more damage. What's different from Revenant if you get a decently built Trinity, you infuse her with Roar on her 1, you have Revenant, but you also help the rest of your team without needing an augment, because you can do that by default with the number 4, and you also get the damage buff. So you're unkillable yourself, your teammates are unkillable, and all of you get the damage buff. Also, she now has a skin where she's a hot Latina. I don't know, I don't know what to say. Like seriously, like why, like how is Trinity, if you use her like that, how is she different from Revenant? She's actually better. You do way more. Revenant's problem is not the frame, it's the players. That is the problem. You need to actually play the game and use 50%. Yes, people are raising. Yeah, I just want to press one button. Just one. You're absolutely right, guys. We have optimized the fun out of this game. That is the reason why I talk about the things that I talk on my channel in the way that I talk about them. Because I don't wanna deal with this game as if it's another job. I already have a fucking job. And I don't like working. I like having fun. Okay, let's keep going. Actually, I hadn't even thought of that. Like this whole thing that I just said. Trinity is a better frame than Revenant. Can you give us advice on Trinity? Shall we use Champion's Blessing or is it a yoke argument? I don't know, Baron Digo. I don't know. Again, I have recently, and when I said recently, I mean in the last 3 days, I have come back to her and I haven't even put a forma on her. Because she just works. She just works, man. Like, I was expecting to have to think, but no, she just works. She's incredible. She doesn't die. She heals everyone. She gives energy to everyone, and you can get a damage buff on her. Also, she makes your whole team tankier by default with her new passive, if you're using Prime Flow, which is stupid. Optimize the fun out of it is the inevitable endpoint of everything. Yeah. you're sadly right, but I'll still try to fight against that as much as I can. Let's keep going. We have not seen Banshee yet. Oh my god. Uh, so Caliban, another friend that I have not tried. I've heard that his rework is way better, so definitely have to try him. There's only one problem. I think he looks like shit. He has a really cool conquistador skin. And being the Spanish guy that I am, that should move me a little bit, right? That should tell me something. So I might just get him and get his skin and try him out. But base Caliban, I think it just looks terrible. And aesthetics is a very important fact to me. Chopstick man, yes. Caliban is great. Cool. I'll try him then. Grendel Prime, again, he was released late into 2023. Of course, he's gonna have this increase, of course. But most people are not using him. He's really strong, but ironically enough, the fact that you can kill the enemies that you eat so fast makes him worse than he would be if he had less damage. He's so good that he's bad. what a weird problem to have. Suffering from success. In my short experience with him. For all that I know, he might have some really niche uses that are completely insane. I don't know. I'm just telling you my experience. Which is very limited. To be completely honest, it is very limited. Yeah, most people that were about to try Hydroid already had his prime. Oh, my boy Limbo. Oh man. This is so weird. Less than one slot of distance between base and prime. That's so interesting, actually. What? Sarin, of course, is kind of hard to farm, and if you have reached the point in the game where you want her, it's easier to just buy her, I guess. Titania, base Titania. No one's doing that farm. No one's doing this farm either. No one's doing this mission, which doesn't make that much sense because last time I did it, it was like kind of short and easy. This is not surprising. There's a prime now. Oh my god, what are you doing here, man? Oh, Atlas, my boy. I mean, he's just boring. In my opinion, he's just boring. But he's also underrated. Like, by ability wise, like, he's way better than most people think. He's extremely tanky. He can be invincible because you can just keep spamming his one with the augment, which makes you literally unkillable. And you do millions of fucking damage, especially if you have a ceramic dagger in cannon. And you can farm with him. You can use the augment to reroll to reroll drops. And the broken thing about that is it goes further than the augment says. You can keep scaling that augment. I saw a video about that, and then I tried it, and it's completely true. Like you can get to stupid levels of farm. I have made a custom team with one of my friends, and we have like a very specific set of arcanes that we use together to buff out of each other. He plays Nidus, and I play Atlas. We get so many Orokin catalysts with that shit. It is incredible. Atlas is very good. And there she is! There she is! She has lost relevance! And I would even go as far as probably claiming that that loss in usage has something to do with the fact that it's been a while since the last leeches that released, and there's like three types of people that use Banshee. One is level cappers, insane level cappers that just want the damage because they're gonna be shield gating anyway, so why does it even matter that it's Banshee? The others are people that want to efficiently hunt leeches, and that is getting less relevant until they release leeches again, so hence this. And the third type is me. The third type is me. Me. Just me, no one else. The group that just likes her. Wait, hold up. Oh my fucking god. Oh my. Since the second Let's Play Prime? Just after Nyx? Which wasn't good until like 2 months ago? Oh my god! Holy shit! I I need to see the other stats. So in my video, I claimed that she's extremely difficult to make work, and even when you make her work, it's not worth it. And when I say difficult to make her work, I mean expensive as shit. Depending on helmets, shards, and high level mods. And I stand by that opinion. So if that assumption is correct, my prediction is that Banshee is only gonna be used by the TPT top of players in this game that use her for level cap. And if that's correct, that is gonna completely validate what I said, because I saw so many comments. Banshee's just fine. She doesn't need a rework. Banshee's just fine. I do level cap with her. Banshee's just fine. And it's no, she's not. You need to graft other things onto her to make her work. She doesn't work as a base kit. So I'm gonna click on the heat map, and if the top usage is around here, I am gonna be so proud of my video if that's a fact. Oh my god. I'm done. I'm so fucking done. I'll be back. I need to get some water. Okay, I'm back. I got some water, some fresh fucking water. I need that. Which if today was like Friday or Saturday instead of Tuesday, this wouldn't be water. This would be a fucking cup of whiskey. You better know that. What the fuck, man? She's most used at the extra tippity top of, like, literally. Oh my god! No one, no one behind. What MR is this? No one even lower than MR16 gives a shit about her. Jesus Christ, that is insane. I have never seen something like this. Like, for a prime, this has to be the most insane fucking percent. I don't. The words don't come out. The where's base one though? So, with the very small exception of Nyx, which is also both with her prime and her base one being all the way down here, and that is about to change because the rework was pretty good, and that's about to change. So I don't think I don't think I should count her in the first place because they touch her. She's very fucking good. So with the very exception of Nyx, she's the only Warframe that has both her prime and her base version all the way down here in the trash. Yeah, but she doesn't need a rework, right? Ash Prime is all the way up here. Ash is up there. Base Ash is here, and this is more than likely something with the fact that he's a pain in the ass to farm now for no reason because they moved him to the battleship minigame, right? If I'm not mistaken. But Ash Prime is way up. Ash Prime is way, 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 way up on the list. Like, I mean, examples like we talked about this earlier in the stream. We talked about this. Garuda, Prime all the way up there. Base one on the trash because no one wants to farm this. No one wants to farm this. No one wants to farm Grendel. No one wants to farm Baruch. No, not a single soul wants to farm Equinox. Needing the whole 8 parts of the frame. No one wants to do that shit. Oh, look at that. Base Trinity is the less used Warframe in the game. That makes me a little sad. Where's Prime? Where's Prime Trinity though? I mean, at a decent distance, at least. It's at a decent distance. Done 4 hours of regular farm this week with a buddy. We got 30 Hokies, not a single Aspistadium. Heading out, have fun, and take care, folks. Same to you, Legio. Glad to have you here. So, well, I was expecting to have fun watching this and not be completely depressed. But now that we've seen this, so, okay, I'm gonna think aloud for a moment. DE has said that they are gonna add 4. A shame that it's not 5 though, but 4 whole new proto frames, not just skins, but proto frames, as in characters, right? All the released proto frames, with the exception of Sight, are warframes that are A, very old, B, need some work. So, which 4 frames would you release as an expansion that are both extremely old and need some work? Because right now, like, I don't see a single chance of Banshee not being one of those 4, especially after seeing this. Like, there's no fucking way. There is no fucking way she's not one of them. If she's not one of them, I mean, if they don't reward her, but they give her a skin, I'll still be very happy with the fact that I got a skin, you know? Wait, what expansion had? Oh, you didn't know. Dieter Extremes has said in the dev stream that for the next expansion for 1999, which is coming in March, they are gonna add 4 new proto frames. They haven't told us which ones, but they are gonna reveal them, if I'm not mistaken, on the dev stream, or at least on a post, February 28th, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll more than likely stream that day. I'll stream that day. Banshee, Loki, Nova, and Ash. Protos. I don't know about Nova. The reason that I don't know about Nova is because she's really fucking good now. And she has recently been reworked. She's also very old, but she might be a little bit of an exception, because in case you didn't know, Nova was designed by the community in a forum post, and they released the concept. Maybe she would be an exception. I don't know, right? But I think it would be Banshee, Ash, Oberon, and Valkyr. And fucking imagine the dynamic on that. Like, I can write you a fucking TV episode already. I can write you a fucking. I also want Rhino proto frame, but that's not gonna happen. I want Jimbro Rhino. I want Jimbro Rhino. Okay, but like fucking like shit. Get both the Invis frames, Ash and Loki. Okay, and Ash is the edgelord. Loki is the class clown, and they are best friends. But they are the complete fucking opposite, okay? They're best fucking friends, but they are the 2 sides of the same coin, both of the invisible fucking frames. Like, you have the dynamic going on there. Just like with Banshee and Valkyr. Valkyr is the fucking crazy-ass tomboy girl, and Banshee is the shy one, okay? Valkyr's she just wanna go party. Okay, she's the redhead fucking tomboy. Okay, and Banshee is with her headphones, and she doesn't wanna be fucking bothered. Okay, and that's the dynamic in the whole group. And you just fucking add those fucking frames. Just add those skins. You're gonna make money. If they added Limbo to the 1999 storyline, there would be no plotline. Exactly. Which I say exactly, but I hadn't thought about that, by the way. Oh no. Remove Ash. Remove Ash from this equation. Remove him. Remove Ash, okay? Ash, as we know, is already a very good Warframe. Even though he's really old. He's very good. Oberon and Loki walk into Oberon and Loki walk into a club. Oberon and Loki walk into a club. Okay? Oberon is the older guy. He's fucking divorced already. He has seen some shit. Okay, so he bounces off out of the fucking clown that is Limbo. I mean Loki, right? And they meet Valkyr. They meet Valkyr and Banshee in the fucking club, okay? Which are already had their own dynamic. Also, the older one and the younger one is fucking outgoing. The other one is fucking autistic. That's it. We got them. My bets: Oberon, Valkyr, Banshee, and Loki. Those four are my predictions at this point. And before we keep going, this is very interesting. This is extremely interesting because let me be real honest. I knew Comey was not gonna be much used. I knew that already. But I was expecting newer people to be using Comey, like this whole section in the beginning. I was expecting way more people here be using her because she's easy to farm. And the Sweatlord level cappers with nothing to do would be completely ignoring her, even though she's made for them because she's inconsistent. But consider me fucking surprised. She's only even slightly used at the tippity top of the levels. That was not expected at all. At all. So damn. I mean, I don't know what to say. Like I don't feel like saying anything good or bad. It's just I was just wrong. I was wrong. Yeah, that would be about it. Like those are my impressions on the Warframe stat list. There have been some surprises for sure. Like it really made me very happy to see her up here. Really happy to see her here. Oh, look at that! And people of all MRs are using her actually. Oh, that's heartwarming. Fucking cool. So yeah, we'll quickly, like very quickly, take a look at the weapons. I'm not gonna stop step by step like I just did here for the weapons. No, 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 no. We would be for 7 hours here. I would be dead. But yeah, we're gonna take a look at the weapons. Of course, of course. Like we meme, and we didn't even have the numbers, and we meme, but there it is. Of course, there is there. Also, by the way, like things like this shows you the amount of free to play players that don't spend plat or don't have the time to grind, because the Nataruk is still here, and the Nataruk is an extremely good weapon, extremely good. Also, Ignis Wraith, because it's piece easy to get, and it's also a very good weapon. Oh, okay. There's something that I must be missing here. There's something that I must be completely missing here. Like, I know the Felarx is very good for killing bosses and shit, but is there like another legitimate use for it? Like, do people in like extremely high MR use it all the time? In normal missions? I didn't expect this. I didn't know this will be here. What's the percentage use? There you go. Absurd. It is like this is absurd. Like, oh my! More people use the turret than people use Revenant Prime. That should tell you something. And again, my level cap experience is basically non-existent. But outside of something like that, like I don't think the turret is that good anymore. Like it is, of course, it is an extremely good weapon. It is extremely powerful. But the thing that what I mean is, you don't need to farm the turret and to farm the Incarnon and to put a whole ass Incarnon thing together, which is really late game, when you have access to things like the Cuba Nuker with the new arcanes, or the Tenet Cyclone with the new arcanes. Like, you don't need a Torrid. You don't need a Torrid Incarnon at all nowadays. But yeah, this is ridiculous. Of course, the Burston would be here. Like, this is everything that you would ever need from a machine gun. Everything. And then some. No surprises here. I was like, there's no surprises for me. Another big show of how many people are still low MR in this game. They won't give us the statistics of just the total amount of people that are in one MR or another, right? But still, at least like we can use some pointers, like the fact that the Dread is still up here. The Paris and the Base Soma and the Fomin are still up here. Oh, this warms my heart so much. You need to do a lot of content in Warframe to be able to get to the AK. Of course, they gave it for free at some point, but still. Like, it warms my heart that some people just say, you know what? Rifle. You know? You know what? Just give me the rifle. Damn. Also, just some fun weapons up on these bits. What a fun weapon this is. Some more variety. Corinth Prime too. Damn. How the Vectis Prime is all the way up here? Damn. Yes, definitely some surprises. People are still using the Tigris. That makes me really happy. That makes me really happy. Even if it's just for nostalgia purpose, this makes me really happy. Tiberon Prime, what a blast from the past. Damn. And oh, oh, oh. I'm gonna showcase that weapon in a certain video related to certain engineer frame that would maybe like an engineer weapon like a mining laser. I am gonna showcase that weapon in that video about that random frame, and you're about to see some shit. The Tigris has my second most kills of my primaries, and the Tigris I think it has the most kills of all of my primaries. And I'm an old ass dude, like brother, like I'm almost 30 years old. I'm a fucking boomer by internet standards. I was fucking raised on old school shooters. Do you think I'm not gonna use the Doom weapon? Do you think I'm not gonna use the Doom shotgun in the funny numbers game? Of course I'm gonna. I love the Tigris so much. Exerius all the way here, cool, but it's still lower than half. So happy that I make the type of videos that I make, like a video about Jareli, a video about the Exergis, which is ridiculous. Like, it is so ridiculous to the point where we don't even need a Tenet Exergis. It is that fucking good, to the point where we don't even need it. Like, the most that I would ask for them, for the Exergis, like, maybe give it 15% crit instead of 8, and give it a two shot magazine by default, and that's it. Doesn't need anything else. This is incredibly good. And well, down here no. Oh, the Sancti Tigris is less used. That's interesting. Nowadays it kinda almost performs the same, and depending on your build, it can perform even better. It also reloads faster. All the way down here, damn. Okay. Dera bundle is really good, by the way, with the Incarnon. It's extremely good. Okay, I'm gonna go way quicker with the secondaries. Absolutely no surprise. And again, remember the amount of people that play this game for free. The Grimoire is number 3. Oh, brother, I didn't know the Aquarius Prime was all the way up here. Like, I don't see anyone talking about this weapon. I don't see anyone talking about this weapon, and it is incredibly strong. Like, incredibly strong. But yeah, no surprises here whatsoever. Absolutely, like, no surprises. Okay, I don't know what the Histrix Prime does. I'll need to check it out at some point. I think it's the... This is like the Korra Prime weapon, isn't it? Oh, the Axomati Prime are still up here? Damn. Oh, by the way, funny thing, you can make the Euphona Prime crit in the shotgun mode with the new Crit Arcane. You can absolutely murder the fuck of one guy with it. And if they are close and you use a little bit of punch through, you can murder the fuck out of 3 guys. And that's about it. The type of things that Banshee main tries. Like, this weapon doesn't exist out of the Prime variant. It doesn't exist. This is Banshee's weapon. This is just Banshee's weapon. Didn't know so many people used it still. Like, it is almost as used as the Basto Prime, which has an Incarnon. This is very interesting. I'll need to take a look just in case some people are using this and there's like a whole ass thing that you can do with it, because I didn't know this was as popular as it is. Interesting. I guess this is used for priming purposes. And no surprises here. No surprises at all. The Lado Prime, the one that you cannot even get nowadays. Of course, it's all the way down there. And the melee weapons. Of course. Of course. The again, another showcase of how many free-to-play players that are with OMR are playing this game still. This should tell you something. And it has gone up. That means influx of players. And these two ones, like, they were so dominant at some point that they are still 1 and 2 most used, and they have lost this amount of usage. Damn, that's insane. Nikana Prime, my beloved. Harmony, insane weapon. Piranha Prime pistol skin for Akimbo Glocks. Yes! Akimbo Glocks, shotgun Glocks, which is hilarious. Which, by the way, I don't think the skin is a Glock. I think it's a Mark 23 or a USP. One or the other. They're basically the same gun. One of them is bigger than the other, but basically the same gun. Uh, and of course, Scana Prime, which no one has. And that would be about it for the usage statistic reaction. It's been almost 2 hours. Damn, that took a while. But like, especially like the Warframe section, this was very revealing to me. I am like it was kind of iffy at first, but now it's clear. I'm gonna do a follow up on the Banshee video, and like most of that video is more than likely gonna be like, I'm gonna use a lot of clips from today's stream for sure. But now I need to do some show for you guys. So let me give you a short version of what we are about to record at some point during this week. By that point, this build might have slightly changed, maybe, and might be more research. But remember when I was live on stream trying to make Banshee work with Jareli's infusible? Okay. Give me a sec. Properties. This should take the sound from Warframe. There we go. So the thing about Jareli is, why am I going crazy to make Aquablades work when Jareli already has them? And you know something that I haven't tried with Jareli before? Most people complain that Jareli can only kill with guns. The fact that she doesn't have damage, which is not true. She has Aquablades, and she has an augment for Aquablades. But also, she's the water theme Warframe. She's the water kid. You know which other frame is water themed? And this thing gives two statuses if you're using the augment. And yes, you are seeing this right. I am using 3 augments on this build. And is it extremely good overpowered? No. No, it's not. No, it's not. But the funny thing is that I had this already invested in Jareli just to use her with the regulators, because I usually play her with the Kuba Twins Tubas, and I do the funny Mesa on a K-drive thing, and I strip armor with my guns. Frost is hard water themed. That's actually facts. That's facts. That there's like, you are not incorrect. So because I already had this invested on her, Tempest Barrage does both armor strip fully if you let it do its thing, and also inflicts viral, which makes her Aqua Blades that much more crazy. And with this build, which for the first time in a while we are focusing a little bit on strength, I mean on range, and you patch the loss of strength with blind rates, and efficiency is not that big of an issue because this is so cheap. You are proccing steadfast all the time, to the point where energize, like if you just want to be self-sufficient without Xenoric and nothing, might be necessary, might. But if you're using Xenoric and any other way to recover energy, this is completely unnecessary. And just with this, it's completely self-sufficient, and you can use all of the 3 augments, and you don't have to deal with Merolina, and you can kill with abilities. And you can kill really well, actually. And you're still Jareli, and you can still boost your secondary weapons just by being Jareli. And this build is really fucking fun. And you're also Jareli, so you're still unkillable, just because you have adaptation and Merolina. And I still think this is pretty good. And if I had more duration shards, I wouldn't be using Nairos Hatred here. I would just be using a big Vitality mod, but I want a little bit more duration, because sometimes Riptide, it's a little too short. Like 10 seconds, I need a little bit more. So, it goes something like this. And everything fucking dies. Like it kills. And remember, you can charge some damage on her Aqua Blades. I have 11,000 damage already charged, so this just gets more crazy the more you use it. Yeah, this does some fucking damage. Like, this is no joke. Like, this is no joke. If you want to use Castorelli, if you want to use ability damage Jarelli, I think this is it, guys. It is very fucking good. When you have some stacks, like, look what happens to the heavy gunners. Like, they don't stand a fucking chance. They don't stand a chance. And because you're using more range, you can just get everyone together from a room and you overcharge your Aqua Blade damage in just an instant and you fucking kill everything. And that's gonna be the next video. That is gonna be the next video. Jarelli keeps rising and rising and rising on my personal favorite tier list. And she's just so fun. She's just so fun. And I love her. I love her. Also, you would be thinking, what is the reason for you to be using Streamline? Okay, so do you use holster mods to increase accolades? No, I haven't reached that level of sweat, but I can absolutely try. I can absolutely try. And a very cool thing about this build, and the advantage of subsuming over her 1 instead of her 4, because her 4 is very useful. If you are using Loyal Merulina, you don't lose access to her 1. Because you cannot cast her 1, but Merulina can. Merulina absolutely can do it. And the purpose of using Streamline here, it's not also to patch the lack of efficiency from blind rates, it's also to help the cooldown from the Aqua Snares. Because Merulina is gonna cast those. You can also, hear me out, you can also do this. But again, in my experience, I prefer to have a little bit more duration because that also means that you can stack the Aqua Blade damage for longer. But preference thing, you could also very well do this. And I still need to do some testing. This is a draft of what I have been trying, and it works very well. I have been using it since yesterday, and I'm in love. I really love her. Hey, Dad, did enjoy your stream? I mean, it's not a daily occurrence. It is not a daily occurrence. It happens from time to time. And the thing is, you might have seen one of my scheduled streams and not realize it's one of my streams, because most of the time, I don't stream Warframe. Because I don't like streaming Warframe. I think it's very boring. I love talking about Warframe. I love theorizing about Warframe. And I love to farm with my friends, but streaming, I don't find it interesting unless I have a really active chat and we are speaking about whatever while I play. I don't see the thing. Subsume without Loyal Marina, or did I miss it? Look at this. We are using Loyal Merulina, so Merulina can cast the water snares, and at the same time we subsume over her water snares, so we have essentially one extra ability, and this allows to do way more damage with Aqua Blades because it inflicts vital with the augment, and also fully armor strips because we are using 2 emerald core shots. That's the reason. Hardscope says, also my most played is Remnant, Tori, Doku, Kurang, Shori, Samurai. Oh my god! Let's go. Oh, bro. No, you're not cooked. You're probably a busy person with a busy life that wants to get the shit out of this game as fast as possible. Which is completely fair. I am not gonna diss you for using things that work. I would diss you if you told me, yo, the meta in this game is so boring. Then I would complain. So yeah, that's like the short version of the video that I'm gonna record this week. And as promised in the title of the stream, we have seen my reaction to the usage statistics. I have showed you a sneak peek of the next video, and now we are up for some variety, honestly. So I'm gonna go take a piss because it's been a while. It's been 2 hours, and I have been nothing but doing nothing but speaking and drinking water. And when I'm back, we are just gonna play whatever. Uh, I'll ask you if there's like any recommendations that I might try live on stream, and if not, I'll just share a list of games, and you can tell me which one you prefer to watch me play if you're interested. So I'll be back. Give me a sec, boys. Uh, I'm back. I'm back. I'm just kidding. My most played is Rhino, Burston, and Okukur with a Ravvi. I don't know what a Ravvi is. Burston's really fun. I love that weapon, even though it's one of the best weapons in the game. Like it feels just right. Like, it just feels right. It's exactly what you would need out of a heavy machine gun. Incredible weapon. So guys, I'm gonna give you some options. I don't know how do you make like how do you say encuesta in English? Am I stupid? Survey. There we go. I'm just stupid. Happy for gameplay. How do you make a survey? Start a poll. Okay. No, it's not a poll. It's not a poll. Get the fuck out of here. God damn it. Okay. You write I'm gonna write some games with some numbers. You write the numbers that you want, and that's enough. I think. Uh, Option one. Option Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna take a quick look at Steam. Where are you from, sir? I'm a Spanish guy. I'm from Spain. And fourth option, actually, I don't know which other option I would give here. Fuck it, I'll just write these options. Like too many options, and people tend to not know what they want. So I'll give you three. I'm Cuban. Oh, so we could perfectly understand each other then. That's really cool. People from all over the world. It's always really weird to think about the fact that I'm a Spanish guy doing a channel in English, and someone from Cuba is watching me. It's like, yo, the internet is amazing. So you can write down a number, or you can write whatever you want. Like if you want to give me a suggestion, maybe you can even suggest a game that I might or not have. And if it looks like it's cool, maybe I'll just get it live and try it out. Why not? Could be fun. Oh! Forgot about one option though. Forgot about one option. Is it maybe too obvious the fact that I love Souls games? Am I being a little bit too obvious? Those are some more random options that I have thought of. So just write down one of those numbers, and you can vote. Oh, you like Call of Duty Zombies? Good to know. Love me some old school zombies. Especially whenever I don't have to open a guide because I remember what to do, which isn't all the time. Or Risk of Brain. Risk of Brain. If Mythic was here, he would be writing 1 and 4 like a whole string. 14, 14, 14, 14, 14. I'll give you guys a little bit more time while I go take something to eat. I'm gonna show the, yeah, I can show the Banshee drip while you think about it, and I'll be back. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I'm not seeing any new answers, so I'm just gonna throw a coin in the air. I'm gonna send it between Black Ops 3 Zombies or Risk of Rain 2. There we go. This is got zombies, and this is Risk of Rain. And I'm gonna throw it up in the air. There we go. And okay, Risk of Rain 1. Which actually, the real reason, guys, the real reason to throw a coin up in the air to decide something, the reason is not to decide on the option that came out of it. The reason is because whenever the coin is up in the air, flying, in that little instant, you'll know which one you prefer. That's the real reason to throw a coin. At least that's what I do. If you don't know yourself enough, you can just do that life hack. And in my case, I actually really prefer to do a Risk of Rain round right now. Not because I like it more than COD Zombies, but the reason being, COD Zombies is a very big investment. Like, if you're in the middle of a run and you fail that fucking Easter egg, like, starting from zero feels like it's like the worst thing. It's like, yeah, I'm closing down for today. It's over. So if it was just a gaming stream from the beginning, I would more than likely be doing Setsubo no Shima Easter egg. It's been a while, and I love that map. But I know that I'm gonna regret it if I die in the middle of the run. So let's just play some Risk of Rain. I'm still getting used to the DLC, and it's somewhat Warframe related. You're doing a lot of numbers. The screen gets filled with numbers, and you kill shit. So yeah, that's something. I'll share the screen as soon as it's open. And I will explain the game for anyone that doesn't know it. Because this game is really fun. And if you're a little bit tired of Warframe, but you still want to play something that feels kinda similar, this is a very good option. You want to feel like an absolute level capper, destroying whole hordes of enemies with an insane synergies. This is the game. It's also on third person, and it's also a game where you can shoot or you can go melee. And it's also co-op. You can play with your friends or solo, and it's moddable. You can get like 1,000 mods on it, adding new characters and shit. But basically, what it is a roguelike. You do a run, and you try to finish the game, which most of the time, unless you're very good and you know what you're doing, you're not gonna finish the game. You're gonna get close to it, like in Hades or something. It's a roguelike. But of course, the more you play, the better you get, and the more unhinged and what's the word for this? The more ambitious you become. It's like, no, I don't wanna kill the final boss. I wanna loop. I wanna restart the run from zero, keeping the enemy scaling, and I wanna go for 2 hours till I'm able to shoot an enemy once and the entire map dies. The more FPS you lose, the more your computer is tanking. It means you're doing good, and that's what you want because it's fun. Okay, so I'm gonna change the screen to Risk of Rain. There we go. And of course, the audio also, because the music in this game is incredible. Huh? It's not letting me. Resolution. Okay, let's let me see if I can capture the audio like this. Properties. Where is it? I cannot. Oh my god. Uh, okay, so this is very weird. I cannot. I don't seem to be able to choose the game window as an audio source for no reason whatsoever. So I'm gonna have to just unmute the system sounds. So I'm gonna turn off Discord and shit just in case. Yeah, there we go. You can hear the music now. That's it. Okay. So, disclaimer, I usually play on this difficulty, which is the second hardest from the base game, but there are also modded difficulties. So the most I'm gonna do today is do a full run in this difficulty, and if I feel confident enough, I might try this modded one. And this is like a whole list of characters. There's so many things you cannot even imagine. There's so many characters, and most of these ones are modded. They are not coming from the base game. And sometimes it is very difficult to know which one is an original character or not, because the community is extremely talented. For instance, does this look like a original character or a modded one? If you were not a player, you wouldn't know. This is a modded character. For reference, this is an original character. With the base skin, like, again, what's the difference in quality between these two? Like, it looks absolutely pristine. This and this. This is an original character. This is a modded one. Ridiculous. Also, there's some things that are way out there, like, oh yeah, this looks like a character from the game, but actually it plays like a Resident Evil character, and you can get your weapons and loot containers and shit. Yeah, there's some crazy mods. Actually, in fact, the fucking tank mod. The tank mod, you can create your own tank, you can customize it. At some point, some crazy motherfucker is gonna do a... Someone's gonna be crazy enough to do an armor core mod for this game, and I'm gonna be there for it. Also, this girl, love her. Also modded. And also, I was ready for this. I was ready for this just in case. So you can feel at home. I'm gonna do a commando run, which is essentially the most vanilla character possible, with the possible exception of Huntress, which is one of my favorites. But yeah, let's do a commando run, and let's see how it goes with the Kerpo skin. So, this is Risk of Rain 2, and it looks like a painting. Each level, Banshee's mod when there is a Wisp mod. Like, the whole character, there is a Wisp mod, and there is a Gauss mod, by the way. I just think they're a little bit jank. But yeah, there is a... There are some warframes in this game already, made by the community. So, you spawn, and these maps are not randomly generated, but they can have several variants. Like, there's a variant of this map where there is not this terrain connecting these two sides, and this goes way up there. Like, there are certain variants of its level. What is randomly generated is, of course, the loot and where the loot is placed. And I'm gonna die already because I'm trying to explain instead of playing, which is something that happens to me all the time. But you play essentially a Warframe with its own abilities. And you open containers, you do challenges, you get items, and you try to create some bullshit synergy before the game outscales you. And as you can see, the commando is like the most vanilla thing you can imagine. You have a mobility ability that you can shoot while you're sliding, which you use to dodge enemy projectiles. You have grenades, you have a big shot, you have a normal shot. It is very vanilla. Very, very, very vanilla. But it works and it's comfy. And later I'll show some unhinged characters. Because the unhinged is not just on the character side. It's 100% dependent on what loot you get. And keep in mind, the game is scaling on real time, just like in a Warframe Survival. But it goes way quicker, so you gotta scale the game before the game completely overwhelms you. And that first item is not very useful. And I have seen complete screen wipes of enemies just by shooting your gun once. Also, because the general damage level of the game is way lower. Like, look at this. Like, base we're doing like 17 damage, 34 with that crit. Because the base damages are that way lower. Whenever you end up doing millions and millions and millions of damage, that means you're doing very good. That is a way to know. For instance, I did a 200 million damage run yesterday. And that's when you know you've done good. So these shops, you can choose one of the items available. I have a random a white item, this medkit, or the bear. The bear is incredible. These are essentially chances to not get hit. And you can stack these items. You can have several of those bears. You are never gonna get to 100% dodge chance, but you can get very consistently to 60%, which is a lot. But just one bear can save your life. Can save your whole run. And these are not all the interactables that you can find. There's the boss. You use this teleporter to summon the boss of the level and to be able to move to the next level. But we are not doing that yet. All of those are chance shrines. Yeah, I'm wasting my money and I'm not getting anything. Fucking hell. Let's open the chest. That is extremely good. That is extremely good in the early game. Each time I kill an enemy, it's gonna explode. And it's gonna do AoE. And a fire proc, which is also very useful in the early game. And the problem is now, I need to squeeze all of the items out of these two temples. Out of these two shrines, but I don't have a single dime. So more than likely the plan is gonna be, I'm gonna take a look back at that side of the map, just in case I miss anything. Then I'll do the boss, and after the boss, whenever I have some money, I'll do the shrines, and then we can leave this level and go to the next one. Also, because I have mods, I can do some absolutely card shit like this. Yes, that's the Guilty Gear pose. Just have a random dance button, and I press it, and weird thing happens. Thanks, PC Gaming. Okay, so there's one chest there that we have not opened. So we can open this chest, and we can keep going. Some armor. That armor lowers damage per instance. It's a flat armor reduction. It is especially good for DPS AoEs that the enemies can do. Like, if the floor is lava, that's the kind of thing that you need. Got in 4K, I'll be showing this to your daughter. No, you're early, I swear I can explain this. Yeah, there's like a lot of shit that you can do. Okay, it's time to do the boss, finally. Which I hope it's not gonna be an issue. But I don't have that much cover. Okay, so this boss is one of the easier ones. You don't need much cover to deal with it. As long as you focus on dodging the rest of the enemies, you'll be alright. And there are also elite enemies, which are essentially the Eximus units of this game. Like those blue beetles, Eximus. And they have special effects too, just like in Warframe. For a lack of better comparison. You gotta deal with the flying ones as quickly as possible because they are hit scan, and I don't have cover. Yeah, that was an explosion that killed an enemy, that killed another enemy with the gasoline, that killed another one with the gasoline, and yeah, that just happened. That's the type of bullshit that you can do just with these items. And it only gets crazier and crazier and crazier the more you get into the game. We are having decent luck up until this point, and whenever you kill the boss, it drops one item. And this is one of the better items in the game, because it gives you an extra jump. And as you can see, there's a lot of shit to dodge. Movement speed and mobility is survivability in this game, because it also reaches a point where you can be one-shot in the late game. So yeah, mobility is your survivability in Risk of Rain, for the most part. Okay, so this is working fine. This is being a decent run. We have very decent items. If not even great items. So I'm gonna squeeze every single item out of those shrines, and we go to the next level. There are 5 levels and a final boss. Also, there is a DLC with a separate progression. Also, there's several hidden bosses that you can find. Oh, beautiful. Attack speed? Incredible. Okay, give me the items, please. Yeah, I cannot squeeze the last item. That's a shame. Also, this thing, which I'm gonna use right now. You can turn items that you don't want into scrap. Like these stun grenades that I don't want. Or like this war banner that I don't want. And you can find printers, which you can use to print several instances of the same item. And they ask of you either a random item from the same tier or scrap if you have it. So right now, if I can find a good item in a white printer, I can print it 3 times for free because I scrap those items. So you need to know which thing you should prioritize for the build you're going, with the character that you have, for the difficulty you're playing in, and take chances. Because I essentially just lower the power of my build for the potential of me getting something better later. It's all about making those little decisions. And this level looks beautiful, by the way. It looks absolutely stunning. Like this! This is a printer. But the shield generator, it ain't very good. You can make it work for certain builds, but not right now. Also, the most hilarious thing about this game, a lot of items, because most of the items that you're seeing on my build right now are white items, which are basically stats. But more complex items, green items, and legendary items, they can give you effects. Like, for instance, throwing one missile, having the chance to throw one missile each time you hit an enemy. The fun thing is, items can proc out of each other. So if you have the potential to do electricity between several enemies, that electricity can proc the missile, or vice versa. That's where the bullshit begins. But for now, we only have like a character that is working, nothing else. Oh, this is beautiful to behold. This is crit chance. Crit chance is very hard to get for the most part. If you have 50% crit chance, you are doing fine. If you have 100%, you won the lottery. Most of the time. I am getting completely fucked right here. I'm gonna be very careful now. Because there's one of those enemies that are almost hit scam with how quick they shoot at you. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I might be dead. I'm dead. Yeah, this game is cruel. This game doesn't respect you. You could be very chill and then suddenly that happens. Okay, so that was the first contact. Let me try something a little crazier. Like, yeah, I'm gonna try this girl. Oh, that looks very cool, actually. So very important to know. Most modded characters tend to be way more overpowered than base ones because people like to have fun. So this character is gonna be just straight up better than I was playing before. Like, this is her passive. You can just fucking fly, and you can get momentum by going down. It's automatically. Like, the mobility on this thing is insane. Which is very important, because the faster you can loot a whole level, the faster you can leave, so the longer it takes for the enemies to scale. I'm gonna risk one of the random ones, and that is very good. That is attack speed. Attack speed scaling with your proximity to enemies, and the letter R on this girl. This AoE does more ticks of damage the more attack speed you have, so yeah. Because it's also really close range, that is perfect synergy right there. Why is the Banshee main playing Titania? I wish Titania was this fun. Let me be real with you. I wish Titania was this fun. But yeah, we need more Warframe mods for this game. Like, at this point, I think there's Gauss and Wisp, and that's about it. We need more Warframes. Yeah, so this is, welcome to the stream, Jean. This is the variety part of the stream, which I mentioned in the title. Okay, so for some reason, the level is deciding to be way more... Okay, I can get all the enemies together with right click, and then that happens. All I see is thermals under Titania. The Warframe brain rot is taking over. Oh! So... this Titania now has a slash build on her Dex Pixia, it seems. Cool. Give me a legendary item. Nah, it just gave me a shit item. I mean, it's not the worst thing. What it does is, there's a one slot that you can get in this game. Doc, to be honest with you, I only subbed you because you told that guy to fuck himself. Which guy? Which guy you mean, Jin? Because, like, for the most part, Like, for the most part, I don't think I've had beef with mostly anyone on the comment section. I'm Greek. No, I'm not Greek. I'm Spanish. I'm a Spanish guy. I've heard people tell me that I sound Russian. I've heard people tell me that I sound from a very specific place of Spain that I'm not from. I've heard people say that I'm from so many different places, but Greek, that's a new one. I'm gonna save that for later. The guy that thought of 1C4 in the 1C video, the guy that thought of you mean during the video or in the comment section? Like, I'm really curious. Because even if Sajid... okay. Of course, the only beef that I would ever have is actually not beef, and it's a friend of mine. Sajin is great. I love him so much. He found my channel when I was way smaller, and I'm already pretty small, to be honest. So he found my channel when I was way smaller. We basically became internet friends, and he's been really nice to me. He's been really nice to me, and he works so hard on his videos. He's my complete antithesis. We have basically the same attitude towards the game, but his videos come like once a year, while mine is just mainly slop. Let's be honest. Yeah, I'm a friend of him. I'm a friend of him. And what he said during in that comment, it was a private Discord with me. Like, I was telling him the concept for the video, and he went, "Yo, I thought of that same idea for the ult," and I was like, "No, you didn't." Okay, so this run is already incredible, guys. Do you see this this item that I just got that is on a slot down on the right of my screen? That credit card. That is the equipable, not equipable, my god. And when his bits come out, he shreds YouTube. Exactly. Like, it's every single second of it is worth it. Let me tell you something. I've seen work in progress for his Harrow video. You are not ready for that. You are not ready for that. It's gonna be so good. So, that thing, this thing, the executive card, this is using the consumable item slot, but this is not activable. This is gonna allow me to buy every single item from the shops. I'm not gonna have to choose one of the 3 options. I can just buy it all. And actually, I can buy it all at a discount. So it is very good. That item is very good, and I have no reason to swap it until I'm completely bonkers overpowered. Okay, so I'm almost at 7 minutes, and I'm not finding any more loot, so we are just gonna do the boss and leave this godforsaken level. And hope for the best. Also, the dash is able to do, this modded character, it also does damage. So you can essentially do like a combo. So you can bring enemies together with mouse click, you dash in and you throw your R, and you try to nuke them, but I haven't found that much burst during this first level. It's still gonna go down because I have a slight amount of slash with stacks on enemies, and you can refresh it forever. So yeah, bleed in Risk of Rain 2, very good. Turns out, very fucking good. And this character is very fun to play. It's also very risky because you need to get real close to the enemies, but it's very fun. She's really polished. They need to work a little bit on her animations, but this is a very good mod. Very good. Okay, one last stroll around the map just in case I find something else, because kind of feels weird living without a little bit of attack speed or a little bit of movement speed, though. Which, of course, is not that big of an issue with this girl, because she can glide around, but, you know. Oh, wait a minute! I can get more items. I can do the DLC event without going to the DLC maps, and this is gonna drop me some more items. Let's do this. I forgot about that. I'm still getting used to the DLC. And it's gonna spawn some more enemies. And I essentially have to pay. I have to pay this thing. It costs money. Oh, that was very dangerous. Okay, we can do this. Yes. Capitalist pillar, exactly. And it gives you, I think it's 3 random items. Oh, no, actually, I have to kill the mini-boss, though. Oh, that's gonna take a while. Fucking hell. Uh, that is technically not hit scan. It's not. But if you're not sprinting horizontally to... What did just happen to the... What did just happen to it? I did nothing, right? What did just... Is this giving me dead ass a legendary item this early into the run? Oh my fucking god, man. Bleed and we'll get the... Jesus Christ. Okay, that that was worth it. Bro, your story in Incarnon, bro, easy. Yeah, am I right? We were talking about the meta before. Like the whole beginning of the stream was like a reaction to the usage statistics, and no surprises at all. Torrid was number 1 on the weapon side for sure. Okay, same level 2, same level 1, and same level 2. That is a little bit weird. Okay, can you see that big bubble at the end? That is from the first DLC of the game. This bubble is gonna generate void enemies, which are very dangerous. But if we deal with every single one of them, we can go into the bubble and open the void items. And void items are completely run changing. Some of the best items in the game. You hate meta, of course. Happy to hear that. Like, you can like meta. What I don't like is people just using the meta. Like, meta exists for a reason. The reason is being optimal. And sometimes you need to be optimal. You might have a busy life. You might have a work, a job. You might have a lot of shit to do, and you just want to go in and farm your stuff and be as quick as and efficient as possible. And I completely understand that. But whenever that's the only thing you do, like, Warframe starts feeling like a... It just starts feeling like a job, you know? So yeah, like, I completely respect it. Can you give me some enemies, please? I will donate like 20 euro if you can help me get a good Spectra build. I have a ribbon for it. Spectra? What's that gun? What's that gun? It's garbage. I don't know what gun that is, so I'll take a look. I'll take a look later. Don't know if during the stream or not, but I'll save that. And I don't need the donation. Thank you very much for the offer, but I don't need it. Yeah, I'll Google it later. Okay, you know what? No. I'll Google it now, just before I forget. Spectra Warframe. What is this? Oh! Is there a Tenet Spectre or something? Please. Oh, there's a Spectral bundle. Okay. Okay, and this is a secondary weapon, it looks like. I mean, brother, this isn't that bad, I think. You can get some work out of this, I think. You can make this work, I think. I will try it. I will try it, and who knows? What is with that stream delay, brother? I am. I consider myself a man of many talents. Dealing with Streamlabs is not one of them. Someday, at some point, I'll have I'll have the chat with Sash, and I'll ask him to explain to me. You will donate my weed money to you? No, don't do that. Like for real, bro. Like, I really appreciate it, and I wouldn't mind at some point my channel being a second form of income for me. But I have just recently found a job again, and it's a very good paying one. So I'm not short on cash. You should keep your cash. Just the fact that you're telling me that, it's enough. You're telling me that you will donate money to me, and that makes me happy. Thank you so much. So these are the void enemies. They have a small barrier that you can pop, but you need to pop that barrier. I need the regions. Oh, and I'm gonna die. Oh my god! And they can do that to you because they have the same items that you wanna get out of the void. And yeah, that was a void bleed. That was void bleed, and it is very dangerous. I can donate because you don't have an option for subbing. Yeah, because I don't have 1,000 subs. You don't unlock those. You don't unlock those options and the super chats and shit until you have 1,000 subscribers, which I'm working towards. I'm very confident that I will get there in maybe a couple of months. I will get there. Like, I don't think I even can activate that for now. Will I do it when I get there? I don't know. I don't know. Again, I don't feel in a need to do it. Why are you... Why do they keep giving me the same shit item? So this item, what it does is it gives you attack speed whenever you use your equipment, but my equipment is the executive card, so I cannot activate it. It's essentially useless to me. It's so useless to me right now. Yeah, they are not giving me the best choices right now. Okay, time to deal with the void items and hope that they can save my run somehow, because we are a little bit fucked now. Not uber fucked, no run ending fucked, but a little bit fucked. Not gonna lie. Oh, that's actually very good. I can launch the enemies and they receive more damage, and this is melee damage, and melee damage is decided by proximity, and because I have my ult, I can do some absolutely disgusting things to the enemies with this. Because now I can do this, and I can do this. Yes! Yes, sir! Okay, that's very good. Oh, this is doing some work, actually. Oh, I was gonna say this Warframe. This Survivor is the tits. I love her. She's so fun, the hell? And she has more alternate abilities that I have not tried, so imagine. This printer isn't very useful to me right now. Okay, the void enemies are inside the zone, it seems. So they are more than likely little turrets, stationary ones at that. And if I get in, I get damaged. So let's kite around it. The survivor is the tits. Excuse me. Yeah, that's mate phrase in English, isn't it? Something being the tits, it's something being very good. Okay, I need to get in. Okay, those were the 3 enemies. Okay, so we have 1 void item, which I'm gonna hope is good. That's 1 void item, 2 void items, and an item of my choice. It's the shit, bro. Yeah, of course, that's another way to say it, but the tits is one of my favorite English expressions. Don't remember where I heard that. Okay, so that's Void Crit, and Void Crit is insane, but the problem is, it doesn't work against bosses, so I don't think I'm gonna get it. Void Crit is essentially chances to one-shot an enemy. But you cannot one-shot bosses, it doesn't work on bosses. Also, yeah, I might be a little bit fucked here. Okay, that item just straight up just saved my life. But also, I think I can cheese this, because I have this potion, and it's gonna trigger when I'm lower than 25% HP. So I can open this chest, which is gonna drop my health, and then the potion is gonna heal me. Let's try it. Exactly! There we go. We got Void Bleed. Everything's gonna be alright now. Everything's gonna be just fine now. This is incredible. This is incredible. And an item of my choice, and it's gonna be... Oh, movement speed, of course. There we go. Okay, so level is clear. Now we just gotta get the boss. And we can keep going. These enemies are the worst thing. There we go. Sexy ass nerd boys. If you're speaking about me, you're absolutely right. I am a sexy nerd after all. That's what I am. This is really dangerous. So these bosses can essentially suck you off. Whenever they're low on health, they're gonna try to suck you off. And that suck does a lot of damage, and they pull you towards them. And because they are touching each other, essentially, whenever I get one low enough, the other is also gonna be low, so I'm gonna get double fucking sucked. And yeah, not in a way that I would like. So I'm kind of scared right now. Yeah, you're gonna see. You're gonna see. You're gonna see the pot suck me off, basically. It's gonna trigger just now. It's gonna trigger just now for this one. Look at it. Look at it. I need to get away. It's doing it. If you don't have mobility, you're fucked, basically. But after you break that bond, you can get in again and deal with the boss. Why are you falling down? Okay, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Yeah, it is fine, actually. There we go. Okay. And let's see our reward, which is... Oh, God. This is very good. I don't know if I can activate this already or not. What this does is it death marks the enemies if you can apply to them several statuses at the same time. 4 or more. I have normal bleed, I have void bleed, I have the passive of the survivor. And what else? What else do I have? I don't have anything else, I think. But the moment I get a slow item, I can just proc it. And it's gonna do a lot of damage. But yeah. We are winning! It was good! I cannot shut myself up because I cannot assume that people that are watching this stream know this game, so I want to have everyone on the same page here. And this is oh god. So remember that thing I was saying about that boss sucking me off? Okay, if I get this item, I can suck the enemies myself. It is a very good item. The thing is, I need a different boss item to trade for that one, and I don't have one at this point. A shame, it's been such a long time since I've seen a boss item printer, especially such this early into the game. How am I proccing those items this fast? I am proccing Deathmark already. That is insane. I am broken at this point. This run is gonna be so easy, and I'm gonna break the game. Another bear. This is such a good run already. This is just gonna get more crazy the further I go in. More bleed. Holy shit. Yeah, this is a great run. Oh, what? Okay, so this item that I just got, this procs whenever you do a big hit of damage, and does a fuck ton of burst damage. And if you know which of your abilities do which amount of damage, okay, so I can proc it with right click, I can proc it with shift. Yeah. So I have two abilities that are capable of proccing this item. Look at this. Ship. Burst damage. Yeah, we are in business. We are in business right now. Holy. More movement speed. Yeah, more movement. Actually, I can get everything. I have mom's credit card as an item. Incredible. Elite enemy. Eximus. Yeah, if I can use a Warframe comparison, I'll just do it every single time. So things become way more clear. Also, by the way, crit in this game, you cannot get to more than 100%, but I have a mod that allows you to. So essentially, I can do the double and triple and quadruple crits that you can do in Warframe. But yeah, that ain't happening unless I get really lucky. It's not like I can choose which items I get. Death mark and it's dead. Okay. So give me good luck. Fucking it. Fucking hell. There we go. Oh! It just does more crit damage? Exactly. I also tried the Spectra with Blast and Viral. It was, I'll take a look at that gun at some point. Because I didn't even know that was a gun in the game. So I'm curious now. Another printer. Oh, this is risky. I'm not gonna risk it. for the biscuit. But there is an item that gives you... If I'm not mistaken, this works like the Rhino buff. It's multiplicative damage, but if you get low on health, all of your stacks break forever. You lose the item. So it is very inconsistent. If you're an incredibly good player, you should absolutely... Like, that printer was goated if you're a really good player. I'm goodish. I'm experienced. I have like 300 hours on this game, which is an amount, you know? Especially for a game that is not multiplayer unless you play with your friends. But still, I've seen some streamers play this game, and oh boy, I've seen some crazy shit. So now the search for the boss begins. Because, okay, so these red particles in the air, this tells me that the teleporter is... Exactly, the teleporter is right here. I'm gonna hope for the Imp Overlord. It's not. Well, at least I'm gonna hope that the boss drops his item, because each time you defeat a boss in this game, an item drops in his teleporter. But if the boss has an item by itself, it can also drop it to you. The chances are really low, but the item from the Magma Worm is really good. It is really good, so I'm hoping for it right now. Do I have my ban cooldowns? I have. Okay, that was dangerous. Oh, now we can slow with our hits, so this is very consistent deathmark proc. I'm just gonna be doing more damage all the time. Let's leave this godforsaken place. There's no more interesting loot here. And stage 4s in this game are really important, because every single stage 4, if I'm not mistaken, every single one of them has a way to get a certified legendary item every single time. And in this stage, to get the legendary item, you need to kill an optional secret boss, and it drops it to you. Okay, another void item. Let's open it as soon as possible. And we win! I just got one of the best items in the game. Each time I hit an enemy, a little missile is gonna come out of me and, yeah, launch itself to the enemy. And the cool thing about the void version, like I have, is that instead of being chance-based, it always happens as long as I have a shield. So now is when I should invest into shields. This is the moment. Speaking about that, also at this point in the game, bosses just spawn as normal enemies. This game keeps scaling and getting crazier and crazier and crazier until your computer can... Did I just go through the map? Again, I'm a modded character, so could have some inconsistencies. Okay, Jim, because you were not thinking dirty enough before. Now I'm gonna break some eggs to summon the boss. Do with that what you will. Do your thing. Where are the eggs though? Look at this. I need to find eggs and break them. Okay, that's a green shop. Yeah, this is this is fucking incredible. So this item, the wisp, the Will of the Wisp, each time I kill an enemy, that enemy is gonna explode, and that explosion, if it can also trigger more effects. Oh, secret shop, cool as shit. Incredible, incredible DPS we have now. That's a legendary item out of a fucking chest. That's crit damage. That's the only way to get crit damage in this game. Aside from mods, of course. It is incredible. Reuser? Nah, not getting this. Oh, I'm gonna get frozen. Oh, you're in material during your ultimate. That's very good to know. You have to pause the shop at some point. The moment you see an item that you want. But I'm gonna close my eyes and just press it. And hope for the best. And that's not very good. I mean, it's not bad. I just don't like that item. Because I've died so many times. Because of that. You think you're safe, but you're getting hit by something. Because that item, what essentially does, it transforms burst that you get hit by into DPS that you take later. And that DPS can kill you. So unless you have a consistent way to heal, it just fucks with your brain. Okay, so this is the optional boss. And it's gonna drop us a legendary item. Let me get on top of you. There we go. Oh, let me get away from this! Ah! Yeah, that's very dangerous. Alright, I've been here a while. I'm gonna head out to work. 10 out of 10 jumping session. Take care. Thank you very much. I will more than likely finish this run, and that will be it for today. So even if I'm completely bonkers overpowered, I won't loop. I'll just go for the bosses and either win or die. Because yeah, it's been a long session. I have done nothing but speak and talk, and yeah. I don't know if what I'm doing is considered hard or not. But I consider myself a better YouTuber than I am a streamer. Who knows? Easy money, okay. Let's see the item. Oh, shit! Okay, so now we are Titania with Gyres infused abilities or some shit. I'm just gonna pace enemies with electricity that does a lot of damage and can proc other items just by being close to them. So yeah, this is really fucking funny, actually. And more crit, that is insane, because now we have crit damage. And we have 56% critical chance at this point. This is incredible. Like, this run is goated already. This is not a god run. This is not a god run, but this is a very good run. God run is when you don't even need to play the game. More shield, perfect. That is incredibly good. So yeah, let's see the top side of the map. Oh my god, another green. This is incredible. Because remember I said that feather allows you to jump 2 times in a row. With this character, instead, what it does is add more flight time. It is very, very, very good. This character is so fun. Oh my god, this character is so fucking fun. You actually need to glide to gain speed. It is so fun to use. The Risk of Rain 2 is very good. It usually goes on sale in key page in key shops for like $5. You don't even need to have the DLCs to have fun, and as long as one of the friend group has the DLC, all of the friends can play the DLCs together. It is moddable. It has an absolutely infinite amount of content if you know how to mod the game, and it is extremely replayable. I absolutely recommend this game. Whenever I'm bored and I don't have like a long ass game to play with a good story, and I just feel like wasting my time, I think this is it. This is the game that I play whenever I just want to chill. Okay, let's do the TP. I want your Banshee fashion in this game. I want Banshee in this game. Period. I want her in this game. But she would more than likely be... Actually, no. She wouldn't be hard to use. She wouldn't be hard to make because I've just realized something. One of my favorite modded characters basically has the same concept that I want for the Banshee augment. It has a drone that you can put over an enemy. That drone highlights the weak point on that enemy, and you have to charge a shot, and if you hit that weak point, it does AoE. So yeah, there is the technology in this game to make a Banshee mod. You know the worst part? I'm a programmer. I'm a coder. I know Unreal Engine. I don't know Unity. If I knew Unity, I would make the mod myself. I would fucking make Banshee. Shit, now I want to do that. Now I want to make a Banshee mod. Damn. But that would take a lot of work. Like, you would need at least... You would need to be able to data mine Warframe, which is sketchy as shit, and you can get banned for doing that in the first place, in order to get the animation files and the model and the textures and shit, unless I want to recreate her from zero, which is not my field of expertise. I'm a coder, not an artist. I know how to work with art assets, but I'm way worse at doing them. But I would need to data mine Warframe, learn Unity. How about instead of doing that, you... Oh my god, man. Chill with the thirst, Jesus Christ. There are also modders that allow you to pay them for requests. So, you know, if I get some extra cash one of these months, I'll more than likely try to ask someone to make a mod. Because, in fact, I used to be a filthy League of Legends player like a long time ago. Like it's been at least like 3 years since the last time I touched a piece of shit game. But I still miss my main character in that game, and there are several League of Legends characters in Risk of Rain 2, but none of them are the ones that I want. And I miss them. I want to be able to play those frames without ever installing that piece of shit game again. Yeah, I know. Funnily enough, I'm the only member of my friend group that doesn't play the game anymore. These motherfuckers try to get me to come back every single day of my existence, and they never manage. Nah, nothing is worth it here. Oh, that's the new level 5. That is a really cool level. But it's really hard to navigate, and it doesn't look as cool as this one, so we can vote to that level. This is like a secret shop that you can go between levels to get some essentially cursed items. All of these items give you something extremely good, but also something extremely bad. And unless you know exactly how to work around them, you can break your run here. Also, these are trades. But yeah, I don't need this legendary. I don't need this green item either, so... And you can go to a secret level from here, which allows you to get to the other DLC. But it's a long-ass level, and we are not ready for that. So... up to level 5 we go. And after level 5, there's the final level, and if you win, you can optionally also go to the final boss of the DLC. Which I might do, depending on how good my build is at that point. This level is beautiful. This level just looks hot. This is attack speed, but I don't have a single... Oh, this is great! This is great. If we find a really good printer, we are set. This is incredible. This is gonna give us attack speed each time we hit a crit, so it's essentially Berserker's Rage, but for everything you do. Because attack speed in this game not only dictates the attack at which you... the speed at which you attack, it also dictates your casting speed, which is insane. Oh, more crit? That's insane. 76% crit. This is insane already. This is such a good run. Again, this is a boss, and it just spawns, because why not? Yeah, that just happened. Void crit gets stacked on the enemy, and after 4 seconds, all of the void slashes procs that you made onto them collapse and instantly fucking destroy whatever. Like, it's kind of like the... Oh, shit. It's kind of like the effect the new site does, like the effect Harmony does with collapsing the DOTs. But by default, it is very good. Insane starter, my man? Yeah, that happens. English is not my first language after all, and whenever I get tired, my English level just goes down the fucking drain. Or you mean the stream? Did the actual stream stutter? As in the FPS? I don't know if you're talking about my English or the stream though, so... Oh, shit. If we find a good printer, this is over. This game's over if we find a printer. Oh, okay, gotcha. Imagine an attack speed printer now. Or even better, a crit printer. No! Actually, because you can glide, I was able to keep momentum enough to go upwards again, which ridiculous. I must go of the house to get 6 to discombobulate to feed into my addictions. Okay, fella, have fun. Don't smoke too much. It was also an addiction for me. I'm happy I left it though. Okay, so that's a shop. Oh, alright. I don't know if I should get any of this, because whenever I leave this level, this thing is not gonna be useful anymore, because I pretend on finishing the game, and there's not gonna be any more shops. So maybe this is the better option, because I can just get this, and this is even more damage. And whenever I turn it on, it's gonna activate that red item that I didn't want before, and it's gonna give me even more attack speed, so... I think that's a fair choice. And the printer, which is completely useless to me. This printer is useless. Oh, movement speed. Nice. Okay, I think we're done. There's not gonna be that much loot. So, like this is a little bit more, but yeah. Yeah, let's go to the final level. Yeah, this went a little bit crazy. This has been a fantastic run so far. Yeah, I would say this has scaled, hasn't it? It's certainly way more chaotic than in the beginning, isn't it? Like, this game looks so innocent whenever you start playing it. You have not seen anything. Like, this isn't even that crazy compared to how crazy it gets whenever you go into New Game Plus, essentially, which is looping. Like, you can interact with this TP, and if you interact with the outside part, it changes coordinates, and it sends you back to the first level, but way harder. And that is looping. There are several ways to loop, but that's one of them. And you can just keep scaling till your computer crashes or something. Oh, of course, and this late into the stream, I think of the best comparison. This is like playing a better version of the Warframe circuit. This is Steel Path circuit the whole time. Yeah, that's the best comparison with Warframe, I guess. It's basically a roguelike. Okay, so there's a very cool thing you can do in this level, which is you can skip the whole level and go straight up to the boss. But you need either A, a build that allows you to do that, or B, certain characters. Or even items. There's a consumable item that would straight up just let me be here, aim up there, press a button, and be on the boss. But of course you need to get it, which doesn't happen all the time, you know. But I don't think I can get all the way up there, can I? No, I don't think I can. Nah, not a chance. Not a fucking chance. Yeah, we need to do the level, actually. Which is some of the riskiest thing you can do in Risk of Rain. Because some enemies from this level are absolutely evil. Oh, that's an Eximus one. You gotta do several of these objectives. in order to be able to get to the final boss. This one is just defense. You gotta be inside the circle. And when I say defense, it's just stay into the circle. Like, it's not gonna get damaged or anything like that. And this music is incredible. By the way, it's incredible. These motherfuckers are so goddamn annoying. I think they're basically hit scan. So I kinda lied. There are no shops in this level, but there are trade stations like this, which can save or break your chances against the boss, and I'm not seeing anything particularly useful for me right now, so I'm not gonna get anything. Oh, these ones go way faster, but they try to move you away. And it's done, and this is a really good item, which I'm tempted to try to get, but I don't want to lose my damage. You know what, fuck it, let's and it wasn't perfectly okay. I didn't lose any of my important items doing that trade, so that's pretty cool. So those AoEs on the floor, those are really dangerous. This is basically the end of the run. Whatever happens here, it's the end. Either I win against this boss and I decide to do the other boss, or everything ends here. I need to do one more pillar. Whatever one. This one's drain your HP. Which, as you can imagine, is not very safe to do. But they are also very fast. Very quick to do. And that's it. Now we can go to the final boss. Can I get there from here? Maybe... Okay, more than definitely. Because I can glide like this. Yes. There we go. Mithrix time. There we go. This boss is so cool. It is also fairly easy unless your build is kind of shit. I need to search for a mod that makes him way harder. There used to be a really good mod for that. It also has several phases, it's not just this one. And it does like the Jackal AoE from Warframe, but in a way cooler way. Also, this impact, yeah, that does damage. You have to jump it. Oh god. Yeah, he bonked me. Okay, so I'm not doing as much damage as I was expecting to. Like, wave clear on this build, really good. DPS, not that good. I depend way too much on killing enemies to proc items. But single target DPS, not that good at all. Oh god, this is dangerous actually. Explode, there we go. What is bro doing? Why are you... Is it bugged or something? Okay, now he comes back. Music is a fucking banger though. Oh, he died because of the pro... Incredible. And now he's gonna steal every single one of my items, and this is a little sketchy, not gonna lie. And we need to hit him so we can get them back. This is extremely sketch. Okay. There we go. Oh, he has bans! He has bans! Holy shit! Okay. Take it easy. Yeah, we don't have range. We don't have range for shit. Do I risk it for the biscuit? Do I rush him? With my ultimate ability? This is great, but how you played Wisp? You mean Wisp in Warframe or the Wisp mod in Risk of Frame 2? Because I have played both, of course. I tend to not like using characters that clearly are from a different game in Risk of Rain 2. But I can make an exception if the art style is adjusted enough. And Wisp is one of those. Wisp certainly looks like she does in Warframe, but also has like this really cool filter. And she could fit this game. And now we are gonna do the extremely greedy thing. Yeah, the Wisp mod. It is very good. I think the animations are kind of janky though. And Ulysses, welcome to the stream. A bit of a shame though, but this stream is not gonna go for this much longer. Like, we are gonna try to get Voidling. And whatever happens afterwards, I'm gonna cut it for today. I'm a little bit tired. And this is one of the several ways you can get to this boss from DLC 1. I have several issues with this boss. One of them being, this is essentially a glorified DPS test. It's not as cool as Mithrix at all. Hope I find like a rework mod or something. the other issue I have with this boss is, fuck, I want to be able to loop after killing it. I think my favorite part of the Wisp mod is that you can get rid of her full ability, yes, and you can choose your primary gun. You can use the Cuba Nuker, you can use the Fulmin Prime. It is really cool. It is really well done. If someday, for some reason, I learn how to use Unity, I know how to use Unreal Engine. Because I'm a programmer, I'm a coder, and I was learning some game development, and I know Unreal Engine. But if at some point I learn Unity, I am very tempted to try to make a Banshee mod myself for this game. That would be a very cool challenge. And if not, I'm just gonna straight up wait till my next till I get my fucking money again next month, and I'm gonna just pay someone to do it for me. I just fucking pay them. There's a guy that accepts petitions, so yeah. I might pay for Banshee to exist in this game. Which could work, because there's a weak spot mechanic in the game already. So yeah. So this is Boiling. He's a piece of shit, and he can one-shot you. So when he goes blong, 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 that's not a problem. But the problem is when he goes pew, 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 pew. That's the issue. He's a piece of shit, and I hate this boss so much, but it looks very cool. I'm gonna stay on the bottom of him. I'm gonna pretend like he's an old Souls boss, and I'm gonna grab that booty and stay on that booty till the end of the. And now he's gonna do the big laser, and I'm gonna die. I'm so fucking dead, and you have no idea. I'm dead. I have no mobility in order to be able to dodge that. I fucked it up. I fucked that whole thing up. Jesus Christ. Well, it is what it is. And in case you're interested, this is my character list, which is extremely extensive. But for the most part, most of the things that I have respect the original art style. This being the clear exception, but still, it could be worse. Because the mods that this guy does are insane. Like Hunk, Driver, and Ravager. Incredible. Stupid. Absurd. If you're playing Hunk, you're essentially playing a different game. I'm so really enjoying this recent character. She's very new and she looks incredible. Incredible. Look at this. Look at this shit. So yeah, I would like to go for longer, but there's not much else for me to do at this point. It's been a really long and a really complete stream. We have been talking about Warframe. I'm gonna have to do like a cut version of my reactions to the Warframe Usage Statistics, because some of that was hilarious. And well, and some variety, as always. Because Warframe is not the only game that exists. And yeah, that's about it for today. Thank you very much for all the people that have stayed for the whole stream. Hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one, which I don't know if I'm gonna be randomly streaming games. More than likely, yes. At least during this month. I will randomly be streaming a couple of games, or maybe even some Warframe theory crafting. But the one stream that is absolutely confirmed for me, whenever they show the new proto-frames, I'm either A, stream myself having a mental breakdown, or B, stream myself having a mental breakdown for a different reason. Depending on if they touch the she or not. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you very much for being here, and Bye bye. See you on the next one.